Happy Star Wars Day, everybody. It's a rare instance of face cam. I don't normally like doing these because I'm ugly. But today we're going to be talking about Star Wars because what else would we be talking about? And if there's one thing that no one ever argues about, it's Star Wars. So today we're going to have a very special topic. Now Tyler can't join us today because, as I recently found out, Tyler's not super into Star Wars, which is fine, but I do take it as a personal insult. Anyhow, here we are in my closet, and we're going to be rating every single Star Wars film alphabetically. First on our list of alphabetical Star Wars movies is Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. No, we're not counting the phrase Star Wars or the episode numbers. We're just going with the subtitles today. Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope. Really nice, starts off everything. You know, you've got Luke, you've got the iconic shot of him on Tatooine, the fight between the Rebellion and the Empire, the battle over Yavin 4 with the Death Star, but most importantly, and the reason it hits this spot on our list, is it begins with A. The next entry on our list is actually Star Wars Episode 2: Attack of the Clones. Now, while this is often regarded as one of the weaker entries in the mainline franchise, there is the fact that it does have quite a few strengths. Sure, the dialogue could be a little bit better, and the romance between Anakin and Padme is a bit dull at times. However, we get some really passionate, emotional moments, such as Anakin with his mother. And more conducive to this particular list, it also begins with A, but not a word that alphabetically comes before the word A. Spot number 3 on our list goes to what is often considered the strongest entry in the franchise, Star Wars Episode 5: Empire Strikes Back. Is it The Empire Strikes Back? No, it's definitely just Empire Strikes Back. I know. So many things went right for this movie. They got Irving Kushner to direct it, did a great job. The score is honestly very on point. So many iconic attributes of the franchise come from this. You have Yoda, you have the Luke and Darth Vader duel for the first time on screen, and you find out that Darth Vader is Luke's father. Spoiler alert. We get Lando. This is the first time you see Boba Fett on screen. So many important things happen in this movie. But none of that matters. It's number 3 because it begins with E. We're up to our 4th spot on the list, and so what is the 4th spot on our May the 4th spot thing list, doohickey? I can't speak today. So what is the 4th spot on our May the 4th list? Well, isn't it obvious? It's the Star Wars Holiday Special. Yes, Holiday Special indeed begins with H, which puts it at number 4. Aren't there so many loving things about this, such as, you know, if the people who did the original Sonic designed Chewbacca, I see that in my nightmares. I'm pretty certain if I had sleep paralysis, it would hover over me the whole time. There's a couple delightful things in it, like there's a cartoon in the middle. It's kind of cool. It's got Boba Fett. It exists, and there's a delightful cooking show, and
having fun, all right? Coming along nicely now. Step 3, we also have to beat.
So yeah, Holiday Special, number 4. For this 5th spot on our list, or should I say, the Revenge of the 5th spot on our list, is Revenge of the Sith. Easily considered the strongest of the prequel trilogy, we finally actually get to see the moment that Anakin truly becomes Darth Vader, as he brutally slaughters... Oh god, I watched a genocide as a child. Wow, that's, it was always a heavy scene, but you don't really think about that until you get older. And has plenty of whimsical moments, such as, Anakin trying to murder his best friend, Anakin maybe murdering his wife, Anakin definitely getting toasty. Tanning has gone too far. But even though we get to see a lot of heartfelt, emotional performances, which honestly, even with some of the slightly stilted dialogue, is delivered pretty well, the fact of the matter is, though, Revenge puts this in the 5th spot. Because that's how the alphabet works. Coincidentally, the 6th spot on our list belongs to Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Now, this would have been number 5 had they kept the original working title of Revenge of the Jedi, but they decided the Jedi don't seek revenge, except for the ones that do. And so, they made a Return of the Jedi as Luke helps rebuild the Jedi Order from the beginning again. And also, we get to see another Death Star. I don't know why they made another one. I don't know how they made it so fast, but you know what? You don't watch Star Wars movies for villain plans that make total 100% sense. But anyhow, yeah, number 6. Number 7 on our list is in its own way number 1 because it's Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Yes, the story about the spies and rebels who fought to get us a Death Star plan so they can use it in Episode 4. Great performances, a surprisingly novel approach of not including any Jedi directly in the story and having the Sith Lords in it at a minority at the most. It's actually a really good movie, and I'd say one of the best that there is, and especially a good entry point into the franchise for someone that might find the more fantastical sci-fi elements a bit hard to get at first. But that is why Rogue One is number 7 on our list. That's a lie, it's number 7 on our list because it has the word rogue in it. Following that non-main series entry, we have another side bit in number 8 with Solo, a Star Wars story. An origin of sorts for Han Solo. I don't know why I said of sorts, it's literally just an origin story. And honestly, I think this movie got a lot more hate than it deserved. A lot of people just didn't like The Last Jedi for some reason, or were just angry and they boycotted it, but from what I've seen and from what I've heard about a lot of people, it was a perfectly decent movie. Sure, we didn't ask for a Han Solo origin tale, but I mean, would you prefer a Greedo origin tale? No. But your opinions on Solo don't matter. It is firmly at number 8 on this list due to having the letters in SOLO. Alphabet. Number 9 on our list. Oh, well. You see, Star Wars, the Clone Wars TV show, is really good. So good to the point that people wanted for years for them to just release the season that they had worked on and other episodes for a release, even though Disney had bought out the franchise and brought the whole series to a close. And I've even heard talks of them possibly renewing it further, giving it more episodes. I mean, it gave us the iconic character of Ahsoka Tano, who might be appearing now in live action. Quite the fan favorite. It, to me, brought out a lot in Anakin, and anyone who ever had doubts about the authenticity of Anakin and Padme's relationships, or Anakin and Obi-Wan's relationships, it really does shine through once you no longer have to cram it all into 2 hours. You can have just these little things of them doing day-to-day things. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about the movie that they made beforehand. Oh boy, is it really rushed and weird, and like, Ahsoka's kind of annoying. Jeez, wow. A weird quirk of this list is that this one actually includes the in the title. We're getting into the sections that have included the in all the subtitles, so it's really throwing off the list. But anyhow, that is why the Clone Wars movie is number 9. Did you know that Hutts reproduce asexually by budding, I guess, and there's just a baby Jabba running around? Does that mean when he died in episode 6 they killed a baby? Jeez. So we're at the 10th spot in our list, and that's going to be The Force Awakens. Oh yes, the beginning of the sequel trilogy, which, you know, despite what some people may say about the sequel trilogy, I think we can all agree that we were all very excited. That opening shot as the crawl fades off into space, and then we have, boom, almost like a lightning shot, and there's stormtroopers. Wow. Just wow. And then Kylo Ren freezing a laser bolt in place in the first 15 minutes. That's quite a lot. Any Star Wars fans are probably going to put in the comments that it's called a blaster bolt, not a laser bolt. And trust me, I know I've already corrected myself in my head and will ground myself for the next week. No desserts for me. And I personally like the new cast of characters, especially the idea of a female protagonist for it was a really good start. A strong female villain was also a really big difference. I mean, I know we had Princess Leia as a protagonist, but she was never the main protagonist. And, you know, having Finn, a former stormtrooper, that's actually a really good twist on the whole dynamic of someone good became bad. Well, now there's someone who did bad things become good. Yay, wonderful. But then if that matters, I don't care about the quality of the movie. It's number 10 because The Force Awakens. Alphabet. Number 11 on our list is The Last Jedi. Oh yes, number 8. Very divisive among the fan base. I think people have been killed over it. It's a movie. I personally enjoy it, and I'm honestly very proud of the fact that even if there maybe are a couple things that didn't go over super well, it wasn't afraid to try something new. And there's not a lot of movies that are willing to try something new in a franchise as old and established as Star Wars, so you gotta give it that respect. But anyhow, it's okay if you disagree with me. All that matters is that you're wrong, I'm right, and it's number 11 on this list. Number 12 on our list is Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, which, likewise, no one has ever argued about ever. Sure, there's some things that didn't go super great with it, like I know Jar Jar wasn't really popular among a lot of adults, even though he's very popular among kids, and surprisingly had a strong fan base even from the start. Even though they made that weird tongue candy thing. Why did they make that? But you know what? None of that matters, because The Phantom Menace is the 12th film alphabetically, using the subtitles. And also Darth Maul was really cool. So the 13th spot on our list goes to Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. Now, I know some people might have found this one also a little divisive. There were people that didn't like that it still kind of strayed and tried a little things new, while some people think it didn't try new enough. But you know what? It did hit the nice, neat little medium, and I think maybe we all just need to chill and remember that this is a fun movie, and we got to see a Force storm, and it was really cool. Oh boy, was it cool. But it doesn't matter how cool or good or payoff a movie is, because as I'll say it again, Rise of Skywalker is the 13th entry on our list, because The Rise of Skywalker falls after all of the other entries when you list them alphabetically, at least when you use the subtitles. So there you go, every Star Wars movie rated 100% perfectly, alphabetically, by its subtitle. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th and the Force be with you. Oh, and if you're wondering, I do actually have an objective good answer for what is the best Star Wars movie overall. It's obviously the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Snow, whip,